If you have anxiety or you have a child who has anxiety, there's a really simple drawing exercise that I do with clients that I think you might find really useful. Okay, so basically it is as simple as, and there's other more complex drawing exercises that I do that I might make other videos about, but this one is essentially so say your child has anxiety. You sit down with your child, and both of you choose something together in the room. So it could be a plant, it could be a clock, it could be some kind of furniture item. It could be that you're both drawing what you can see out the window, so a slightly different view if you're sitting different parts of the room, and you can sit right next to each other, or you can be at opposite ends of the room, but you are both focused on the same thing, right? So you might be drawing it from different angles, or you might be, well, of course, you're always going to be drawing it from a slightly different angle, right? Even if you're sat right next to each other. But you don't have to be sitting right next to each other necessarily. However, this is different. This is different than if it's like one of you is drawing the clock and one of you is drawing a plant, right? For you both to be focused on, let's choose a plant, right? That does something different in terms of how connected you feel, in terms of the focus. You're both focusing on the same thing, you're both absorbed in the same thing, and that alters something in terms of the connection between you, right? So drawing can be, as long as you're feeling reasonably okay, a way of entering into hypnosis or a hypnotic state, right? Hypnosis being basically simply when you are relaxed and absorbed at the same time. And there's going to be different levels of hypnosis and also different kinds of hypnosis. And I find that with anxiety, where someone is finding challenges with, going into hypnosis by slowing down their breathing, using that method, or defocusing their eyes, or doing one or other of those and using their imagination, where those things are presenting major challenges, this often drawing can be a good first way in, right? And then if you do that enough, you can then bring in these other ways too, and of course this is something you can do on your own too, right? So if you have an anxious child, and they're drawing, fantastic, right? And if you're someone who has anxiety yourself, absolutely you could do this on your own, and it absolutely could be an excellent way of going into hypnosis. I'm just saying there's almost something extra that happens when there's two of you focused on the same thing, because it brings in that element of connection between you, and it simply is easier for us to slip into a hypnotic state if there's someone else